What's up, Jackie? Whoa, hold on. I hear something. Hold on. What's up, Camille? This little music right here, I don't know. I don't feel hyper with this music. I need the other music, baby. What's up, Roblo Pro, Jackie, Camille, Royalty. Okay. Y'all strolling on in. I'm a little bit early. I'm just a teensy bit early. I wanted to go ahead and, come through so I wouldn't be late. I'd rather be early than late, right? What is up, squad? Hi, Tony Allen. Okay, everybody's strolling on in. Okay, let me see if I can share this on the I don't think I shared it on Twitter. Hold on. So this just a hook looped over and over again. I don't know about this little track. Hold on. Let me go and save this. Share it. Hold on, y'all. I can't see the chat. I'm like literally. Okay, I just shared it to the thingamajiggy, to the Twitter. Oh, thank you so much, Nita. Thank you. You know, I had to put the hair up, honey, in a bun gang. Bun gang. Lazy hair squad. That's what I'm a member of this week. This month, this week. It's all about convenience. It's all about not flat ironing my hair. It's all about saving time and not having to sit in the beauty shop for hours. You know, we only have so many hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? And while I love Derrick J with all of my heart and soul, I don't be wanting to like spend my time like, chilling in the salon when I could be, working, doing things that make money. I'm all about the dollars and the cents, honey. All about the dollars and the cents. No, Jackie, I haven't yet, but once I get it, I will definitely put the code for the glasses down in the comment section, but stay tuned for that. C. Patterson, you made it. What's up, Binge Worthy? Oh my God, I am not worthy, Binge Worthy, for you to be here. Anyway, you guys, I apologize for not coming back last night as I promised because, I had to decompress. Then I started watching Handmaid's Tale. Then I was watching a little bit the end of the Grammys. And next thing I know, it was like 2 a.m. I'm like, oh, it's too late. I don't want to do it right now. I probably could have because I stayed up to like 4, but that's besides the point. Let me see what y'all saying. Not worthy of binge worthy, right? Give him that slogan. Anywho, you guys, we can go ahead and dive on in. The past couple of episodes, like we skipped a week because of the Super Bowl. Previously, the ladies were still in Tokyo. This week, we're back in Tokyo. I mean, they done stretched this Tokyo trip out for like, 4, 5 episodes? But I digress. This week, we're continuing with the theme of, Eva's bachelorette party. Tanya has gotten the task of getting a stripper. Tanya, my bad. Tanya. So I know, right, bitch? Right now, like, let me try to stay awake. While I talk about this. Tanya got a stripper. The stripper man, was a little Japanese man. I don't know. He didn't look like he was packing much of anything. He had a little paper G-string on and all that. I personally have never seen a stripper, male, female, or indifferent, to like sit down and strip. Where they do that at? He wasn't even giving a lap dance. He was giving a couch dance. So dude sat down next to Eva with his white socks on. Where they do that at? I'm just like, where was the sex appeal? I didn't see it. The ladies was on one side of the room, Eva and the stripper, and Marlo was on the other. I think I got a picture of Marlo, the way she looked at that stripper. Marlo was like, what the hell is what is going on with this stripper? What is going on? Like, I'm trying to see what that is down there. I think he had a little bit of paper still stuck to his G-string. But again, I digress. Marlo didn't know what to do with it. Eva didn't know what to do with it. Tanya seemed pretty happy and goofy and giddy. She posted a few selfies alongside Mr. Stripper Man. I don't know his name. I can't remember. And I don't even think that I care, because it's not like I'm going to hire him anytime soon. But shout out to Tanya for putting together Eva's bachelorette party. Now, as for the Pajama Jammy Jam, that is the bachelorette party, all the ladies pretty much did what they were supposed to do. They put on their cute little pajamas and came down to the party. Now, I don't know what Kandi was thinking about, but Kandi was like the only one who didn't put no effort in. Kandi was like eyes tied. The time difference is off the chain. I don't know where y'all think y'all going, but we still in the hotel. What I gotta dress up for? I got my pajama jammy jams on. I don't need to be sexy. Who I'm sexy for? The stripper man ain't got no sex appeal. I might as well just come down here and eat some fruit and drink water, because she don't drink. So, it is what it is. Nene came down, and apparently Nene was still in her feelings about Tanya and the conversation they had during the last episode, where Tanya was in her feelings about how Nene felt about Paul, and Nene was like, look, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Whatever you do in your relationship is fine. I don't give a fuck. So Nene was like, at the end of that episode, she was pretty much like, okay, I'm done. I'm moving on. And I don't know if she still feels away, but when she came down to that party, she pretty much just totally ignored Tanya. She was walking around, like, eating, fixing her plate while the stripper was couch dancing. Nene was like, whatever, child, whatever. Even Tanya said she still felt some animosity. But it is what it is. Speaking of the party, Portia, Portia is pregnant. She's already revealed to the ladies that, she's with child. And apparently, she's looking for some pickles. Production got them some Japanese pickles, honey. Some little flimsy looking pickles. They not like the real pickles we used to. We used to them thick pickles. They got some little flimsy pickles for Portia to play with. So Kandi, that kind of sparked Kandi's attention. She came in looking like, whatever. But she saw them pickles. She was like, ooh, I have an idea. Kandi is the queen of sex toys. What does she do? Turn some pickles into some sex toys. So the ladies start humping on the pickles. I think it was Kandi's idea to, let's use these pickles and show me what you would do with your man. So then Shamari going around swinging her pickle around. Cynthia trying to bend over, but it's like she can barely touch her toes. We don't know what was going on with Cynthia, but apparently, even Kandi said she kind of like geriatric or whatever. But, Cynthia 51 cents, so maybe she's just not as flexible as she used to be. But she tried. They humping on the pickles, and then everybody had a good time. They went out to the club. That was kind of cute, but the pickles seemed to be the life of the party. What's up, Ursula? I see y'all. I'm still looking at my notes, child, because again, I'm trying to get in the spirit, because Tokyo has dragged on. I don't know about you, but I mean, it was great seeing the ladies on this vacation. But I'm just like, okay, we get it. Y'all been in Tokyo for 5 episodes. But anyway, Nene. Slowly but surely kind of crumbling right in front of our eyes. We talked about the mid-season teaser a few days ago. and we saw her explode. So now we're seeing what's leading up to that. She hadn't been talking to her husband during this whole trip. You remember she was trying to call him and she couldn't reach him. Then she decided to block him. I guess she unblocked him, and they finally talked this episode. So she was telling Gregg, look, I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm used to communicating with you. I'm halfway over the world. I don't know what's going on with you. You sick. I'm hurt that you sick. I'm feeling away. I know you got your surgery coming up soon. Gregg got his surgery coming up where he's got to remove his colonoscopy bag. And, I guess he's dealing with some things of his own, like, coming through cancer, deciding not to do chemo. Gregg's really in his feelings, but on the flip side, Nene is really in her feelings as well. This is her husband. This is her soulmate. This is the man who's been by her side through all these years. And even with the Housewives, they showed us flashbacks of her and Gregg from, years back, how they were together and broke up and got back together, and the fun times they had and the giggles and the laughs and all of that. And Nene was like, Gregg is the only person in the world that, I can hate in 5 seconds and I can love him in 5 seconds. So, she admits, they had this relationship where, that's her husband. Just like we saw, she would go online and curse his ass out, and everybody was like, Nene cheating on Gregg, Nene hate Gregg, Nene this. But she like, that's my husband. If I want to get mad at him, I'm going to get mad at him. And when I'm ready to make up with him, I'm going to make up with him. So, as they're in, Tokyo, she has a conversation with Cynthia, and she's like, I'm just not used to this. I'm used to Gregg being my backbone. I'm used to having someone to talk to bounce things off of. I'm used to, him being there for me. And I'm just upset. She was upset that, everybody sees her as this strong person that doesn't need help, empathy, any kind of, discussion. And she was tired. She said, I'm tired of trying to put a face on for everybody, but nobody is there for me. And oddly enough, Cynthia, who has normally been her ride or die, was like, I don't even know how to comfort Nene at this time. So, it's interesting. We all, as women, and some of you men, we all know there are times, when strong is the only thing you can be. What is there besides being strong? So, she doesn't have the luxury of breaking down at this moment because she has to be strong for her husband. She has to be strong for her kids, for the family around her. In addition to that, she got to work. She got to be on camera. She got to look good. And so, a lot of people saying, I see you, Christine, a lot of people saying that that's very selfish of her. But think about it. I mean, if I can see it both ways. I can just see it both ways. Like, let me put on my Nene Stan hat. I don't think it's over here. Damn, I took it out. But, I can see it both ways. Because as a woman, people expect you to be superwoman sometimes. And we are not. Everybody has feelings. Everybody needs what they need. Unfortunately, we are seeing Nene's side of the story play out. And so everybody's seeing her as the selfish person. We don't know what the hell's going on over on the Gregg side. We don't know. Only thing we know is that he's sick. He's made it through cancer. And, that's it. We get to see Nene, how she's dealing with it. And I feel like everybody's judging her again because she's always been the strong and outspoken one. But, there's that. In addition to, blowing off some steam, Eva decides to, get all the ladies together for, a samurai tutorial, I guess I'll call it. It was very, very interesting because, they all got swords. They all learned how to do a little bit of martial arts and a little trickery and how not to actually stab anybody. But what I found, and y'all know I'm going with this, what I found interesting was Marlo's confessional. And Marlo was like, I'm not used to these big ass knives. I'm used to these little knives, but I'm like, so maybe they're embracing Marlo's violent past. Maybe they're embracing the fact that Marlo slashed that girl in her face back in the day, and that girl was so disfigured that she jumped off a bridge. I mean, maybe, but I digress. It happened a long time ago. It's in the past. God rest the lady's soul. God rest. Prayers to Marlo and her career, because it seems to be progressing, even though, stuff happens, and she was on probation for so long that she had 50-11 mug shots. But again, her past is not her present. She has moved forward. She has learned how to put lipstick on and make herself look good. She's learned that fashions make her appear, better than what she used to be. But again, I digress. You said that was a bad look for Marlo. I don't know, but she sure was bragging about knowing how to work a knife. But it is what it is. As for Nene, she was kind of like the theme, a little bit of the theme of the show. Later on, she gets a special delivery from her husband, and it really makes her break down and emotional. Eva's there with her. He sends her this big, huge, exotic bouquet of flowers along with this long note, pretty much saying, I've been there, you've been there for me, I've been there for you. I can't go on without you, and I'm just paraphrasing because I don't remember what the heck it said, but for the most part, it was like, they had an emotional bond that can be broken, and he knows, even though he's as far away as he is, that, it's affecting her, and that was really a touching moment. It made me cry too, a little bit. I shed 1 or 2 tears. Nene, on the other hand, like, she just could not stop crying. Like, when she got it, it seemed to be a surprise. Like, Eva even had to read the note for her. And, she just broke down and could not stop weeping about it. When she was talking about it, she was saying, she didn't want to get a divorce, but, the emotional breakdown or the connection that they're having, that they can't talk about the things that are bothering each other. She just is feeling that, something needs to happen to repair their relationship, but she doesn't know what to do. Let me see what else. Well, the love and light is finally back, and I may be skipping some things, and if I skip some things, feel free to talk about it when you call in. But the love and light is back because the ladies have a final dinner in Tokyo, where they basically all just go around the table and say what's their highs and lows. Eva, since it was her bachelorette trip, she goes first. She said her highs was her baby and her pending marriage. Her lows obviously was her grandfather's illness and finding out about it while they were in Tokyo. Cynthia goes and says, her low was her best friend Noelle leaving for college. Her high is being 51 and finally in a relationship with Mike Hill. Kandi's low, she can't balance her career and being a mother. She admits that Riley, the statement that Riley made, like, how you gonna bring some more kids here when you can't even be here for the ones that you got? So the ladies, that tickled the ladies, because they were like, Riley is just like you, honey. She is dry, to direct, and to the point. So, Kandi admitted, she kind of confides in the ladies that they were thinking about expanding their family, and and her high was that her business is booming. So she has a dilemma. Like, what do I do? Do I expand my family? Do I, continue my business? Do I take my daughter's, account into consideration? What do I do? But meanwhile, she, brings up the fact that she has another venture coming up, her dungeon burlesque show. And they, briefly touch on that. Portia says she doesn't have any lows and states that her high was how that she was resigned to the fact that she would never have kids, but Dennis came into her life and changed all that, made her a believer in love and relationships, and now she's pregnant and has a baby on the way, and she never thought she'd be in that position. She also admits, I think it was earlier in the episode where I think it was Tanya was talking about Dennis's relationship with Paul because they're friends, and Dennis had confided with Paul that, he was gonna marry Portia. So Kandi, hearing how Dennis talked about, Portia to other men, I think that kind of gave her a little bit of, insight into, maybe she was wrong. So when Portia was at the dinner and she was going and reiterating some of this thing and saying how he fulfilled her, he's a completer, he came into her life and he completed things. Kandi got emotional, and Kandi was like, oh my God, like, that was the position that I was in when Todd came into my life. People were saying, Todd was a cheater. Todd only wanted her for her money. Todd didn't do this. Todd didn't do that. But here we are, years later. Todd is in her life. She's managed to build, her family. She's also managed to build her brand, build additional businesses, all on the fact that she got Todd in her life. Y'all may think it's because of Kandi's money, but without a helpmate, your money is useless. It would have been just sitting in the bank. She had somebody to bounce ideas on and vice versa. And he helped her, elevate, which is what, Portia was saying Dennis is doing. So Kandi hears that. She can empathize, and she promptly apologizes to Portia for once, for the first time ever. Kandi is like, I apologize. I said some real shitty things to Dennis. And, I feel really bad because, all the times he was around me, he was really nice. But, Kandi seemed to be hell bent on, making Portia feel like shit when it came to their relationship. And clearly it didn't work. So they apologize. They hug it out. The ladies leave, and then, the rest is history. So that's all I got from it. But let me just say this. I saw the little clip of, I think it's on Bravo.com, and Portia was saying that Kandi never congratulated her on her pregnancy. They was talking about this episode and how Kandi apologized and everything, but at the end of the day, I think their friendship or lack thereof is still where it was. Like, she apologized, but that's it. They're still not, they're friendly, but they're not friends. And I guess, that's okay. That is okay. You said that was so dumb, binge worthy. I guess, child. Whew. Camille said it's the slowest season ever. Child, do you know how hard it was for me to get through all that? I pulled out all of that out of this. And basically, even on the site, I pretty much wrote most of this down. I said it was a great ending to the girls' trip. And the same thing, apparently things aren't as great as we think they are between Kandi and Portia. And Miss Diva said Kandi did congratulate her when she first announced it. Well, on social media, Miss Diva. I don't know. I don't follow all of them like that, but I'm just saying what Portia said in the video. I don't know how long the video was, but apparently they just posted it, so I'm assuming it's recent. Yeah, we can call in and talk about it. You was like, the episode was. It was. These past couple of episodes to me feel like filler episodes. It was just pretty much like, let's stretch this trip out as long as we can. It's just been kind of heart-wrenching to see, Nene and this whole Gregg situation. That's been stretched out, for the past 2-3 episodes. I don't know what else to say. I almost feel like they threw Marlo's confessional in there so we can have something to talk about. Hell, her talking about a blade was more salacious than that, and we know that's what she, was in jail for. But, yeah. So, the phone number is 718-362-6360, and the PIN number is 942-7819. Hold on, I gotta call in. You said don't aging me, it was stripper.
Please enter your PIN number. Thank you. Joining the conference now.
Hold on, caller.
Hello?
Hold on a second. Let me get this situation in here. Yeah, y'all, these episodes, I don't know. I'm hoping it picks up a little bit. But right now, I'm feeling like we need something to happen. I don't know what, but we need something to happen. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Caller 6228.
Hey, Michelle, I love you. I love the new hair.
Oh, thank you, hon. Fake New York. How you doing, hon?
Yes.
How you getting to be first?
One of my best lives, I have multiple personalities.
Uh-oh.
This happens to be the good one.
Okay.
I just want to call and just say you look great. You look fabulous
Thank
as
you.
always,
Thank
and
you.
I'm very happy to see you on tonight. You really brightened up my night.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. So you don't want to
We're
talk
going
about
to talk about,
Housewives?
yes, I do, because I actually have a situation similar to Nene's. And my husband, very sadly, he passed away after being battling with cancer. And
Are you trolling me?
literally,
Because wait a minute.
the
First of all,
doctor,
you told me
no,
you were a single 900-pound woman last time. So now, what? You had a husband?
well, that was last time. I've had liposuction since our last phone call. But my husband, he had cancer, and the doctors didn't know what caused it. Little do they know, I caused it. I gave his ass asbestos because I wanted that motherfucking insurance money. And
Bye, New York. I got too many people hanging on the line to play with you. I'm sure you're going to call back. Bye, New York.
I'm actually calling you from prison.
You calling me from the trap prison?
I love you, girl.
I love you too. Bye.
I love you.
Caller 6555. You're on the line.
Hello.
Hello, 6855.
Hey, Michelle. How are you?
I'm wonderful. You calling from Memphis 10?
I sure am. I think we talked before, but let me get. First of all, that last caller, don't answer for her no more.
I don't remember numbers, so she gonna sneak back in. I can't remember.
She's crazy, but as far as the housewives go, let me say this. I honestly feel like yes, it has been a little bit boring, but I think when we talked last time, I said I'm kind of excited that this season wasn't filled with too much drama where it kind of like finished the show. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because if it was oversaturated, I wouldn't look forward to another season.
Right.
Now I'm kind of like, I want this season to be over and see where they're going to go from now.
Right.
As far as Kandi and Portia go, I feel like I've heard you say this a million times. I really feel like maybe it's the producers forcing something between them because it's just not there. It's never going to happen. They're not going to be friends. It's just Kandi's going to always feel some type of way, and Portia just simply doesn't give a fuck. So I don't think that they should even. That right there, I feel like it should just be out the window. And as far as Nene goes, I feel so sorry for her because I really did deal with that. Maybe not my spouse, but I dealt with that as far as taking care of my grandma. And I know how it feels when you're helping someone and you're there for them and they can be so mean. They're not doing it
on purpose. Yeah.
But they can. And I can see where Nene is coming from. And then here comes Tanya, boring ass, sitting here, with all this bullshit. And it's like, what you're talking about right now is very irrelevant to me. I don't think Nene was intentionally mean to her, but it's like, it's irrelevant. I got a lot of shit going on. I don't care whether you marry this man or not. I don't.
And I halfway feel kind of bad for Tanya because she's just trying to find her way. She's just trying to, Nene brought her on the show, right? And so she's trying to like build these relationships or whatever. So of course she gonna take direction. And so she's supposed to like have this conversation with Nene about this, that, and the third. She gonna have it, but she gonna get the shots fired at her. And that's pretty much what's been happening. And she just been left with like standing there like a deer in headlights because she don't know what else to do. But I kind of. Go ahead.
But Tanya, now this is the thing. I think it's going to be a little issue at the reunion because Tanya sent shots in her confessionals that she doesn't do on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Nene told you she don't give a fuck in person, but you talking about her face being stiff and all this shit in your confessionals. So it's like.
But isn't that fun? Isn't that fun, Shade?
Confessionals be like this.
Isn't that kind of
funny, Shade? But it's funny, Shay, but it's still shade nevertheless. Because my thing is the same way I felt about Eva. You throw all this shade, but you're not like that in these people's face. You
right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Now Eva is, but I feel like you're not like that. You're the happy-go-lucky girl. You're crying, so you ago, where you wanted people to feel so bad, but you just could have just said that Phaedra was cheating on her husband. But when Portia says something about your husband cheating on you, you want people to feel sympathy for
Right.
you. Don't play the bad girl in your confessionals if you're not going to be the bad girl on the actual, in people's face. That's my thing. I kind of feel like these new girls, they don't need to come back. Maybe Eva, but Shamari and Tanya, I'm sorry. I don't.
But Shamari got a real marriage and stuff. You don't think so?
Shamari, I'm going to say this. I don't, and it's not about her fashions or anything. I just don't think that Shamari fits in the Housewives, what they give. Like, the Housewives, we look at them for shade, fashions, and all that. That's just not Shamari's thing. And Shamari does not fit that. It's not her. And I feel like as we go on, it's going to make her, if she tries to fit into what they do, she's going to come off as fake. And I don't want that for her because I actually like her. Maybe they could do something on their own with their kids and their family and kind of like that.
Yeah.
But she doesn't fit in. I don't see next season with her really going any further with the girls. It just doesn't work. It doesn't.
Okay.
I like her though.
Yeah, I like her too. Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you. Nice speaking with you.
All right. Nice to talk to you. Bye. Ooh, I got a lot of calls today. Calling 7850. You're on the line.
Hey, Michelle. It's Robert.
Hey.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So I have my food waiting for me, so I'm going to try to make this quick. I have 4 points to make.
Okay.
One was the editing. So Tanya told Portia that Dennis told Paul about Portia's pregnancy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm wondering, why the editors thought it was wise to include that, because Tanya was acting really surprised about Portia's pregnancy. So did it happen once they were in Tokyo? Did Tanya call Paul and say, hey, Portia's pregnant? And then Paul said, oh, I already know, Dennis told me? Or how did that,
That's what I gathered from it. I didn't think too much about it, but I thought that perhaps they all talk to their spouses while they're there. So perhaps, Dennis and Paul had been hanging out, and Dennis told Paul, and then Paul may have called to tell Tanya, and she already knew because Portia announced it, or whatever the case may be. But yeah.
Okay, because that's just I don't know why it bothered me, but it bothered me because I couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
Your explanation makes sense. The last 3 points all deal with Kandi. And so point number 2 is Kandi crying in her full apology, I think, was a bad move because she clearly doesn't mean it, and she's clearly going to be messy up until the reunion. So I don't know why she did all of that. And the last 2 points, I don't know if you've been watching Celebrity Big Brother, but I watched it a few days ago, and I realized something. The production company of Celebrity Big Brother is also the production company of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either until I saw the ending credits, and I'm like, wait, that looks familiar. And then I Googled
True Entertainment.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so it's actually the parent company of True Entertainment, Edamol or whatever it's called.
Okay.
It had both of them. I can't think of what it is, but you remember True Entertainment's parent company. Do you know what it is? It starts with an E. I can't think of it though.
Oh, okay. I don't know. So, I mean, what's your point about that? You think that
Oh, no. I was leading into that. Well, excuse me, Michelle.
No. I was just trying to put the keys together. The clues together.
So I was saying that to say that I think the reason that Bravo might have been okay with
Kandi.
Oh God, I just went brain dead. Yeah,
Kandi being on Big Brother.
So is because they are the same production company, which makes your theory even more interesting. Because remember, a few weeks ago, you said, how was it a slip up and nobody caught it that Celebrity Big Brother and Real Housewives were on at the same time?
But even if it's the same production company.
Why wouldn't they tell Bravo that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it seems like it was shade on the part of the production company. And I don't know how Bravo, the network, is going to feel about that. And the last thing I want to say about Kandi is, so I was watching some YouTube videos, and she actually spilled some tea about Riley and Mama Joyce not being close because Mama Joyce was making comments about Riley's weight, and I'm like, oh God. So it seems like Mama Joyce literally is pissing everybody off, including her grandchild.
Oh, wow.
So I wonder, like, when her and Ace are going to have a falling out, because you know it's coming. So
not Ace. Not Ace.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks, Robert.
Absolutely. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. It's kind of hard getting stuff out this episode, but we trying. Caller 2339, you're on the line. 22.
Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Who am I speaking with?
This is Marcus from Atlanta.
Hey, Marcus.
How are you tonight?
I'm wonderful.
So beautiful, as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got maybe 3 or 4 points that I want to talk about tonight.
Okay.
First of all, how do you think that it's going to pan out with Portia and Nene? Because, she kind of shaded her last night, and that's been a hot topic on Instagram today, too. About the, I'll slay you.
I'll slay you, you edgeless bitch. But when I see stuff like that, that's kind of like fun shade. Like, nobody be like, I don't see that as fighting words.
Not really, but you do have no shades of black women, because I love black women. Black women talk about their hair for one thing.
Right,
so,
right.
That's one shade. So, somebody's going to try to construe it to something else. Kandi and Portia, I think that should be just like a dead issue. Like, production, stop trying to make them get together. Like, starting with somebody else. And then I think with the, also with the Tanya and Nene situation, I think that's something that's forced by production as well. I think Tanya probably should be getting into it with someone else other than Nene. Because how do you introduce her as a friend of Nene's, and then all of a sudden now
she's Eva's friend?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's so much craziness. Like, pick a friend. Who's friend she gonna be?
Well, you remember when Marlo came? She was Nene's friend or Phaedra's friend. I don't even remember. But she bounced around for years. She came back. She was Sheree friend. She came back. She was Kandi friend. You know what I'm saying? So that friend stuff. Once they in there, they in there. So they can bounce around. I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense too. And I think people are just really being too hurtful with Nene. Like Nene said. The cameras show you what they want you to see for the ratings and for things like that. But in actuality, no one really knows what her and Gregg are going through on a day-to-day basis. So I think people should just kind of back off there. Keep your nice comments. Like we're gonna pray for you and things of that nature. But all this other stuff, like she's being selfish and she's a bitch. It's hard. Like who wants to deal with that? That's on top of all the other stuff she has to deal with.
Right.
I think that's just a bit much. Yeah.
I agree.
And I think editing this season was horrible. Like the way they did certain things, it just don't add up.
I agree.
And I think they just kind of just like throw stuff in there now. Like we're just trying to just put pieces, some shows, episodes together at the end of it. But I don't think they really did the girls fair when it came to editing this season either.
Yeah.
But, that's just my opinion on it.
Yeah, this whole Tokyo thing, like I said, I just feel like they stretched it so thin that they were just picking up the pieces that put it all together. So we just like, okay, child, I guess Nene's still mad, child. Nene's still mad. And that's what I got. Like, okay, we see she crying over Gregg here. She crying because she didn't talk about it. Now she crying because she got some flowers. And it's like they keep stretching this out, and I get it. She's having issues, but okay, we could have just been left with one scene. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I agree too on that one. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Closer towards the end, I want to call you back and let you know what I think my dream cast will be for season 12.
Okay, cool. Call back.
Well, thank you so much for listening to me, Michelle. I know you got a lot of people, so I'm not going to hold you up, but thank you so very much for talking to me. You have a good night, okay?
Thank you, and thank you for calling. Bye. Caller 6607.
Hello?
Hi, who am I speaking with?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, Michelle. This is Sarah Michael from the comments from Houston, Texas.
Hey, how are you?
This is my first time actually calling in, but I just want to make a couple points.
Okay.
First, and then I was gonna get off. First of all, I'm a Housewives fan. I watch Housewives all the time. I'm just gonna go real quick. I know you got a lot of people. Kandi, I love Kandi because she's a boss. I don't care what nobody says. Kandi is a straight boss. I mean, I know she can be annoying or like she cries and shit. Whatever. She a boss. Nene is all dried up. I never liked Eva since, goddamn it, what's that shit?
America's.
I'm sorry.
No, fine. America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, that bitch was annoying as hell on that shit. And she, goddamn it, is just in there on goddamn it Housewives. Who else is on there? The other people, Shamari, I don't even know what the hell she there for. She just there for a little small check that they get, whatever. I think they just need a whole recast. The whole show is just a fucking snooze fest. But I wanted to also, I'm sorry.
No, I'm listening.
Sorry.
No, I'm listening.
Okay. I wanted to, sorry if I'm talking too fast and I'm not breathing because I know that happens sometimes. I'm just trying to get it out.
Take your time. You good.
Okay. Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you, could I comment on the Grammys, or we're not talking about that right now?
Oh, child, we're not talking about it. We're not gonna mix all that up, child. No, we sticking to one topic right now.
I just cannot stand these goddamn agendas and this J-Lo shit. But anyways, we're gonna stick to the topic. Housewives is just, they're boring as hell and they dried up, and I pray that they can get it back, get Kenya on there, get somebody on there. But I'm really happy you took my call, and
Thank you. And thank you for calling. I appreciate you. All right. Woo! We ain't even going to the Grammys right now, honey, because we ain't gonna touch that. Not yet. Caller 0458. Hello? Caller 0458. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm on to the next one. Caller 6196.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Is this my singing friend?
No, this is Tamika.
Hey, Tamika. You sound like my singing friend. Okay. How are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm great. I'm calling you because I wanted to, I've got a couple points about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but first of all, I want to talk about how you were right. Remember earlier this season we were talking about the Real Housewives, and you were like, well, Kandi don't got no friends. And I was like, well, what you talking about? You was like, I'm not saying she don't got no friends, but I'm talking about friends on the show. You like Tiny, Toya, Rashida, Monica, those are her friends. That's why she kind of isolates herself.
Yes.
And I'm like, Michelle is right. I'm starting to see it. And I think it's because she did have some friends, and I think she got burnt. And I think Kandi has become shady and bitter because she's gotten burnt. And because she's kind of, how do I say this? She's kind of sister that takes things way too personal.
Right. And she holds grudges.
Love her to death. You can't help but to love her, but wait, also you love her by you want to like shake her because she becomes annoying.
Right.
Because she can't let anything go.
Because remember, they even showed it this season that, Portia and she were friends. And of course, she was friends with Phaedra. But when her and Phaedra fell out, it's like Portia chose a side and Portia was Phaedra's friend. So who was Kandi left with? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Somebody on Instagram had said that on my Instagram page, too, how, like, Kandi, in a sense, lost two friends, Phaedra and Portia. And I remember even Kandi had asked her when she first had talked to when Portia had first talked, she was like, well, why are you even in this? She was like, we all are friends. I thought me and you was cool, so why you not being neutral? You like coming at me like you just taking her side. Like, I thought we were cool too. And it just snowballed from there. And it's like, I almost hate to see that because they were real friends. Same thing with her and Phaedra. It's like, I love me some drama because I'm with you on, like, I like the fact that they kind of laid off the drama because it was just getting too much.
Right.
It really was. It was getting ugly. But we do need something else. We need a middle ground because this is a snooze fest.
Yeah. And you notice she brought Shamari on the show, but you never see her trying to, like, interact with Shamari too much.
No. No. know.
Oh well.
She's over it, and I even think she's over. Yeah, she's even trying to rebuild relationships anywhere outside of Housewives. Even with her and Tamar are getting along with her crazy stuff. So yeah, it's kind of like I think Kendra's like, y'all are we cordial over here, but y'all are approving. Y'all not my friends.
Yeah, they're her co-workers
outside of here.
Yeah, they're her co-workers. Yep. She just go to work and come home. That's it. And when you see her hanging out, who's she hanging out with? Everybody but everybody but Nene, Cynthia, whoever. So
she will hang out with Cynthia every now and then, but like my little sister say, who don't like Cynthia?
Right. Everybody loves Cynthia.
So they do hang out every now and then. And then, she hangs out with Kenya. But yeah, outside of them two, she don't hang out with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you have it. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
But with that being said, with her isolating herself, do you think it's her time to go?
Yes. Well, I always say that they cut people from the top down, and I feel like if somebody's gonna get cut, it's gonna be between her and Cynthia this season. That's just my thought. So at the end of the season, we gonna see who it's gonna be. It's gonna be between Kandi and Cynthia. Just my opinion, because it's all about the budget, and I kind of see the way this season is going. It might end up being Kandi. Who knows?
Yeah, it might be. Mm-hmm. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. And one thing about Shamari, she reminds me of Kandi. How she started off awkward, didn't know how to dress, people made fun of her.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, I think that other caller was right when she said it would change her. Because Kandi, it's kind of changed her.
Yeah, because Kandi did come on as the, girl in the hood. And, she was cool and all of that. And, now she blammed up all that. I don't know if it changed her or if it just made her, skeptical of these, these kind of manufactured friendships. I don't know.
Right. Well, anyway, I know you got a lot of people calling me. I just wanted to just say my piece and shout out to Robert. Shout out to Bingeworthy.
Yes, Bingeworthy Robert, my two faves. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your input.
Bye.
All right, bye. I see you, Justin, in the chat talking about Kandi ain't going nowhere. I see you. Okay, who's this? Caller 5182, you're on the line.
Hey, Michelle. It's Ellie from Kandi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Where are you calling from?
From Cumming.
From Cumming, okay. I can barely hear you.
Yeah, it's Ellie from Cumming.
Ellie, hey, Ellie, my friend, Ellie, hey.
Hey. Girl, you need to check your messages, friend.
I do. No, I saw your message. I started and I know, I'm bad. I got to reply. I got to. You in my reply list.
You were busy, girl. No, you were busy. I saw your Instagram. You had a lot going on.
Man, I got a lot.
50 students. I made the mistake of telling the students you were coming, which what I've tried to do in the past week is just kind of surprise them.
Uh-huh.
So they're just like, when is she coming? When is she coming? I'm like, okay, I'll promise I'm gonna get her. So girl, yeah,
I'm gonna reach out to you as soon as I get off this live. I'm gonna reach out to you. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna pin down a date. I promise you. See, I'm saying it.
Yeah, for sure. So I only had two things. The other thing, first thing is you need to start putting your eyeglass and your lipstick details in the comments, whatever, because that lipstick is a really pretty shade on you, and I really love those glasses.
Thank you.
It's really, really cute. The only thing I was going to say was Nene. I think she needs to be careful. I kind of look at her situation the same way that I do that Pete Smith situation. Whereas when we think about, people with illnesses, it's like, okay, we can kind of understand that, people get caregivers. It's very frustrating because not only are you caring for somebody that has, a terminal illness, but somebody close to you and they're changing and all the emotions you go through. But I think from the outside looking in, you just have to be careful how that looks at people, because I think if it were sort of kept inside, you don't want to be judged like that, because these are terminal illnesses, and, we're praying and lifting all these people up in prayer and pray that they can beat it, but, we don't know what God's will is. So I think, she needs to be careful, just kind of how she's been on camera about that. I don't know if she's mentioned it because I only half watched it last night, but my dad's mother had Alzheimer's, and all of her children were in Alzheimer's support groups to deal with it. I really think Nene might need something like that. The only other comment I was going to make, I'm still trying to figure out the justification for Shamari I be forgetting about her. Like every time like they on the screen, I literally forget about her. That's not a good thing to be forgettable.
That's not it. But I say the same thing about Cynthia, and I know people gonna be shooting at me, pew pew. But I be like forgetting. When I'm trying to do my write up, I try to like make sure I'm writing about each and every person. And I think while I'm looking at this write up, I think I may not have mentioned Cynthia today.
Yeah, I don't forget about Cynthia. I just think she's not the most, like, I mean, I think we all can agree that Peter and all his, old man Gus, he kind of breathed, he breathed life into her. So, yeah, I don't necessarily forget about her. I don't think she's most interesting. But I think Tamia, I'm really thinking that it might be like some type of post-mid-season bombshell that justified her piece. Because as up to now, other than that whole, like, they had an open marriage thing, I can't really think about what's interesting. But the last thing I was going to say, I think I may have somebody to hook you up with, but I was just like, I don't know if you're going to like him. I was like, okay, he's in Atlanta, all these girls like Africans, but he's a little bit older, but I don't know, we don't have to talk about it, but he lives in D.C. too, but, he's successful, got a very good career.
We got to do a hookup Michelle show. We got to do a hookup Michelle show.
You said what?
I said, I'm going to do a hookup Michelle show. Y'all going to find me a man.
Okay, but girl, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta speak in the class. I need to finish the PowerPoint slide. So y'all have a good night. So yeah, just message me when you get a chance so we can set down a date. So these two can get off my case, girl.
Definitely. I will. I promise. Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye. Yes, child. I love it when the people call in and tell me they got a man for me. Calling 9716. You on the line? Hello. Hello. Don't be scared. When it's your turn, don't be scared. I got two people who weren't on the line so far, and they still holding. Caller 8133. You on the line?
Hi, Michelle. This is P. Marcel.
Hey, P. Marcel. How you doing?
I'm calling because I do have my input.
Okay.
I will. Can you not hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're a little low. Hold on, let me see if I can turn up.
Okay. Hello?
I can hear you. I just want to make sure they can hear you.
So, Damari, she is a housewife and she's married and she fits the criteria. However, she's not that entertaining, and I can't take her and her husband trying to be Beyonce and Jay-Z. They need to go. I'm sick of them. I can't take them. Eva, she's shady. It's not Kenya shade. It's sweet shade. I think she's a bae. I like her little shade. It's cute because it's cute shade. It's not like very damaging, confrontational, ready to fight.
Yeah. What did you think about Portia's shade tonight? Did you think that was fighting words when she said Nene was edgeless? You edgeless bitch, or whatever she said.
Yeah, I like Portia. Portia is shady, but we need Portia. I think Portia, she got a storyline. She about to have a baby. She got a man. She grew. We've seen her grow. Grow up, basically. So I think she should stay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I love it. And then I will say this about Tanya. Okay, so everybody comes for Nene. Everybody want to fight Nene. Tanya just be like, oh, okay, you going over there? Like, this is how you ignore kids and they get better. Not saying that you need to down. I love Nene. I'm saying Sagittarius. But Tanya's a Sagittarius as well. And my whole thing is she know how to just keep it moving.
Right. Because she was just like, oh, Nene's still in her feelings. All right, girl. I just kept on.
Exactly. Love it. I think Tanya, she got it. You know
Tanya. We keep messing up that lady name. Tanya.
Tanya. But she's not feeding into the whole Nene thing. And I think, everybody who gets on the show wants to fight Nene or argue with Nene.
They gotta come. You gotta come for the queen bee. Remember, Claudia tried it. Everybody tried.
Yeah, she's not doing that though. She's just like, okay, Nene, do you want this? Oh, you're gonna act like that? Let me keep it moving. So I love her approach. So I just wanted to point that out. I think she's doing great.
But remember, mid-season trailer, remember, Tanya's going to be the one going back and forth telling people what Nene say. So she might have a little bit of something in her.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's voluntary, but again, she's not. Well, yeah, that's true.
If you go tell somebody, Nene said you broke and you got a raggedy house, they'll fight you. Like, you already know she's trying to stir the pot.
It's gonna come out anyway, though. It's gonna come out, but
yeah,
I don't know. But I'm Team Nene and I'm Team Tanya. I think they both should stay. They should stay with each other, just like if they said if Phaedra come back, Kandi shouldn't go. You know what I mean? Kandi, I'm up Kandi. She's the boss. She's gonna make money. She don't need the housewives. She can go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
She don't need the housewives.
I thought she needed the housewives.
But I mean, don't nobody want to turn down no money either. It's not like she need it, but I mean, free money is free money.
But if Phaedra come back, I need Kandi to stay. But if Phaedra's not coming back, Kandi, she can go. And Cynthia, I don't know, Cynthia. I just wish she would just build her own business somewhere. She's not good for the housewife. She's boring. I forget about Cynthia too. But
what about Marlo? You think Marlo need a peach?
Marlo needs a peach. Marlo gets some toes. She say what she needs, and she brings. I like what Marlo brings.
You like that? What about Marlo talking about her knife fight?
Yeah, she's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I mean, I think that's what makes the show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what makes the show. So I think Marlo should stay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, P. Marcel. Always a pleasure to hear from you.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
9888, you on the line, honey.
Hi, Michelle. It's Christine May.
Hey, Christine. You said Christine.
How are you? May. Girl, my mom named me that. So, I just want to first and foremost say that your hair looks good. Your lipstick looks good. You are just looking so good tonight. You always look good, but you're looking especially well tonight.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
I wanted to start off by saying that. And then, okay, so I've been in the chat, and I just want to say that I understand that being a caretaker is rough. I totally get that. I'm actually a nurse. I work in the emergency room. I see both sides of it. So I definitely see the patient that is diagnosed with cancer or battling cancer, and then I work with their families as well. So I definitely see both sides of it. I just think that Nene either A, should have just sat this out because this is very serious. I mean, colon cancer, most Black men, when you're diagnosed with that, you typically, sometimes for the most part, end up dying from colon cancer. Mm-hmm. And not only does he have colon cancer, it sounds like it was diagnosed pretty late, and he is refusing traditional treatment, chemo. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying, and I apologize in the chat if I offended anyone, I'm not saying that Gregg is dying. What I am saying, though, is that he is taking an untraditional approach to a very serious illness that can be very aggressive. I want to say they said this was maybe stage 2 or 3, and he is thinking that changing his diet, which is something he should have done years ago, mm-hmm. that's going to somehow reverse his outcome. So with that being said, Nene, we have to be very realistic about this. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a nurse. But we have to be very realistic that the outcome of this, his outcome just is, I don't want to say that he's dying. I don't want to keep mentioning that. My point that I'm making is that this is very serious, and I think that Nene is just not handling this in a way that she should. She could take this whole situation and present it to the world by saying, hey, this is a public service announcement. Black men get screened for cancer. Just like a caller mentioned before, hey, join a support group. She should join a support group.
But now
what Nene is doing is,
I was about to say, now they're ambassadors for the American Cancer Society, so I do feel like they're creating some type of awareness of the disease and how it affects them as a family. So there's that, you know what I mean? So I do think that they're both using their platform in a positive way. As far as as you know, his stage of cancer, they removed all of the cancer from my understanding from his colon. That's, you know, he recovered for months, and that's the second stage of the surgery where he has to get the colonoscopy, the bag,
the reversal.
Yeah.
Right, but cancer is a cell, and if you don't eliminate those cells, they multiply. I mean, that's what it is, and he's not getting rid of the actual cell. So, yeah, the tumor is removed, but they're not eliminating the cell. That's why you have chemo, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a specialist, and I know they're probably reading me for filth about cancer, and I'm not a cancer specialist, okay? All I'm saying is that Nene could be taking this opportunity to just making this not about herself. And Nene is making this about herself, and that's why I say she's trash. I take back saying that she's trash, but that's why I mentioned it earlier, because she is just being so selfish, and it's so upsetting to me, because like I was diagnosed with a tumor at the last year, and my husband, I was mean as hell to my husband, and when I was going through surgery, and I had a pituitary tumor, okay, that's brain surgery. It was a 4-hour procedure while I was pregnant. I was very mean to my husband, very mean to him, and he never once complained. He doesn't throw it in my face. He doesn't bring it up to me at all. It's a thing of the past, and I just think that, Nene, you have been married for 20 years. You should be handling this a lot better. Nene is selfish. She is mean, and I'm so sick of this girl. She needs to be off this show. Like I said, either she should have not filmed if she was going to be a little bitch, or if you want to film, then you know what, Nene? Be the voice of reason. You have all these married women who are having issues with their husbands. You could be the one that's saying, y'all, my husband's diagnosed with cancer. So, Tanya, the only reason why I'm suggesting that you get married is because of A, B, and C. She could be making everything, all these negatives into positives, but she's just being negative because that's just her disposition. She's just a negative person.
Well, I get what you're saying.
I don't want to keep harping on that.
No.
Like I said, I just think that Nene is very selfish, and I think that for Gregg to be sending her flowers when he is essentially dying, it just was like, it was a beautiful moment. I cried, but it was just like, that's just so sad, because at the end of the day, that man is in a whole other world by himself while you out in Tokyo, and then you in Tokyo being mad. And just like the other caller said, that's why I like Tanya, and that's why Tanya needs to be a freaking peach holder next season, because Tanya's like, girl, I'm not like the rest of these females here. I'm not about to kiss your ass, and that's what Nene wants people to do. Prime example, when they were all at dinner, and she was talking about highs and lows, and she was like, well, I will talk about a low, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. Then why don't you even bring it up, Nene? You know why you brought it up? Because you are so used to all of these women kissing your ass. Then what's wrong, Nene? Can't talk about it, and everybody move right on, and that's what they need to do, because it's like, Nene, she just makes everything about herself, and it blocks my mind because she's too old to act like that.
I think you're taking it personally. My thing is, prayers to you for coming out of the situation that you came out of. I totally feel where you're coming from, but you know, everybody handles things differently. You can't. There's no list of things that you have to go through emotionally, or how you should act when your spouse is going through this. Like, everybody handles it differently, and I feel like because she's on the show, this is their livelihood. He is her support, her manager, all of that has been all of that. So basically, she's the breadwinner for their entire family. Think of it that way. So she got to go to work every day. She got to put on this brave face every day. She got to be strong to all these people, you included, no disrespect, who look at her and like, well, she need to be acting this way and she need to be acting this way. But at the end of the day, she's just human like everybody else. And so the way she deal with it is just so happens to be what we see on camera. So we can't sit here and judge her for, feeling some kind of way because her husband isn't the same as he was 5 years ago, you don't know how you would react, and you don't know how your husband reacted when you wasn't around. If if the situation was reversed and your husband was working and you was going through treatments and this, that, and the third, he couldn't be with you. You don't know what your husband would have did in front, or how he would have felt, or he would have been blaming you. I don't know why she's not calling me. I need to know what's going on with her. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we don't get both sides. We're only getting this one side. We don't see what Gregg is going through every day. We just assume, he's the patient. He's the one who's going through cancer. We all feel empathy for him. But then we see Nene and it's automatically, we hate her. We mad at her because her husband's sick. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to see things.
But I don't say I don't hate her. What I'm saying is that Nene is making this about her.
But the show is about her.
I'm at to block him. I want to divorce him. I heard from them all day. And it's just like, girl, this man is, I hate to say it, but he is dying. You shouldn't even be in Tokyo. Let's keep it 100. You should not be in Tokyo right now, Nene. You should not. You should be in fucking Atlanta with your husband. His days are numbered. He is not on chemo. Okay? I have not heard of one case of a man with cancer, which I believe he has stage 3, that did not go through chemo that is living today. I just haven't heard of it. And I don't mean to interrupt you, Michelle.
No, it's fine.
I know, girl, I'm doing too much. I need to get off this line. All I'm saying is that this man is dying. You shouldn't have filmed. You shouldn't have fucking filmed, and you should have stayed your ass in Atlanta.
All of our days are numbered. And so for you to say,
all you did was be nasty to everybody else. You showed up late to the trip. You was nasty to Tanya for no damn reason. You just nasty to everybody. Yeah, and it just doesn't even make any sense, Nene. It's like, girl, just stay home. Stay home. Because it's not good TV. It's not good TV. It's not fucking
So your husband had to take off work when you were ill? Nobody could earn an income?
My husband did take off work, yes.
So who was earning the income if neither one of y'all could work? If neither one of y'all could work, who was earning the income? Somebody got to have health insurance. Somebody got to work to pay the bills.
So, okay, well, and that's the thing. I don't understand, I don't really get how they get paid. I don't know if they get paid if they're on the actual TV. And that's what I'm saying, Michelle, you're right. It's just frustrating because I feel like I think that when somebody is going through something like cancer or whatever disease, you really have to just remove yourself from the situation and just make it completely about that other person. You just do, because you're not the fucking one with cancer. So you with this trivial, he didn't call me and he didn't. Girl, this is not the same man from 20 years ago. This is a man that has a prognosis that is pretty poor. And I'm going to end it with that. I'm not going to end it with that. I'm going to end it with saying for the last time that if Tanya is not a housewife next season, I am so done with Housewives of Atlanta because she really and truly embodied what a housewife should be. I love her so much. Michelle, I love you so much.
Thank you.
And, I'm going to hang up now.
Well, thank you for your input. I appreciate it. I hear you loud and clear. Thank you so much. You got people in your feelings. In their feelings, because 3 more people called in after your vent. Let me see what they got to say. Call it 7251. I was about to end the live, but I got all these people on the line. Hello.
Yes. Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
This is Robbie.
Hey, Robbie. So who you gonna vent about?
You look really, really nice today.
Oh, thank you.
As you always do, but your makeup is on point and your hair is on point. You're glowing.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Whew, so what you think about this? Who you gonna vent about today?
Okay, so I agree with the last caller. Because I've called before and I have told you that, I'm trying to get used to watching Housewives again because it's been dry.
Mm-hmm.
It's been dry. Especially with Shamari.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other one? Shamari and
Eva, Shamari, Marlo, Tanya.
Right. And so I've been playing catch up. And so with me watching it, I've noticed that, with Nene, I feel like, like the last caller said, like she has really been bitter,
mm-hmm.
And
I think that, and I think that because she might be the highest paid on the show, I mean, she should have like at least went to executives and maybe was like, okay, well, let me, have some scenes with me and Gregg where, to show us, about them going through the journey and them going through with the support system and all that. At least show that side, because a lot of people are not educated about colon cancer.
Right.
So at least show that side for us to see. I mean, I know about it, but some people don't know. They're uneducated about that. So at least show that side. But all I'm seeing with Nene is her being mad, her getting upset. She don't even look like she wants to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm getting. Like, she's not happy. I feel like she's like, being left out. At least that's what I see. Like, I'm just not seeing like her being happy and her clicking with the other housewives or the other members on the show. It's just not, the same Nene.
But I mean, it's not gonna be the same Nene if she overseas and her husband is recovering from cancer. It's not like she got a lot on her mind. And I'm gonna stop. Everybody keep saying I'm defending her, but I don't know. I don't see it that way. I see it. This is a job. She came to do her job. She's still there with the ladies. She engaging. She doing whatever she's doing. But at the same token, they're just like with Cynthia and her man. We don't see them engaged. We just hear Cynthia talk about them. Just like Kandi and Todd, we hear her talking about the whole surrogacy thing. So the thing is, it's about these ladies and their lives and their relationships. All that other stuff, they need a spinoff, and we're gonna hear about the support groups and all that other stuff. So who's to say that won't happen? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's about the ladies.
I'm still trying to watch this show. I am trying.
Yeah.
It's just not the same, Oh, and then the Kandi thing. I mean, what is that? Her going down on Cynthia Bailey and like her going like with that. What was it like? Sometime because I haven't really seen yesterday, but I just saw the preview.
Well, that's the mid-season trailer. That's gonna be at the dungeon party. They haven't played that yet, so yeah, we'll see that in the upcoming episodes.
Oh Lord. Okay, it's just I don't know what that. I'll wait and see it and watch it. But I'm like, Kandi, what you doing? Like, is she trying to bring a spice to the show? Like, trying to show that I don't know.
Kandi has a sex toy line, so she gotta market herself to be this person who is all about sex, and that's what she does. Everything she talks about sex and how to get enjoyment from playing and doing things. So that sells sex toys. The marketing is what it is. That's what she does.
Yeah, you're right. And where are you going to bring up the Grammy? Are you going to have an episode for that one too? I'm waiting to talk about the Grammy.
Maybe later.
I have a lot to say about the Grammy.
Maybe later, yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Okay. All right, Michelle.
All right, thank you.
Well, appreciate you taking my call.
All right, I appreciate you.
Have a blessed night.
All right, you too. Oh, y'all really, I'm over it, but since these calls on the line, I'm going to take them. Caller 6607, you're on the line. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I
Hey,
speaking?
Michelle.
Hi.
This is Sarah again from the comments. I just need to call back real quick. I'm going to be real fast.
Okay.
I just have to say something because I know I said Nene dried up and all that shit, but goddamn, don't forget who the GOAT is now. Hold up now, y'all tripping. And y'all making it seem like Nene can't make that coin, okay? She got to go across seas. It's a show. She has to go to work. If she don't go to work, Gregg got cancer. Y'all, we just said Gregg is sick. Well, he ain't going to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless he making money in his sleep, I don't know what he does for a living, but, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. But she must make money and she got to make controversy at the same time. We're saying she boring, but then when we say she got an attitude, we say, oh, she's doing too much. Nene is the GOAT, okay? Period. And that girl Kandi, everybody keeps saying Kandi need a keep. Kandi, who I don't even know. She said one thing to Nene on the show. Everybody against Nene. I mean, she said one thing, and she's not really like it's because she stood up to me. Everybody, it's a show. Come on, Nene got to make ratings.
Oh, you mean Tanya?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I thought you said Kandi. You said Tanya needs. You saying Tanya shouldn't have.
Tanya. I'm sorry, Tanya. Yeah, she said one thing to Nene, and she don't deserve a piece. she's not really vocal, and we don't really know much about her. I mean, I respect her. Also, I wanted to shout out to that girl who called. I mean, God bless her, because she said she was going through a lot, and she's a nurse. My husband and my mom are nurses, so shout out to y'all, because the job is never done. And I don't think that still has anything to do with Nene, like, being negative, though. Nene, or whatever she's going through, everybody copes differently. Everybody supports their family differently. And sometimes patients can be very, very, like, angry and annoying. And sometimes that's just what it is. So y'all just need to give Nene her props, because, girl, please, Nene is the GOAT at the end of the day. Yes, she's right, but she is the GOAT. Come on now, she is the GOAT. So that's all.
Well, thank you for your input. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
All right. Everybody agree with you. Caller 6629. Last call for alcohol. Hey. What's up, Juno? Caller 6629. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Who am I speaking with?
Jerome.
Hey, Jerome. What's up? How you doing?
Well, I got my Nene fans hat on, and I need everybody to get off her back, especially if I know her personally, all right?
You know her personally.
I think everybody needs to get off her back if they don't know her personally.
I agree.
And I do know her personally. I work with her. So I think people take, stuff from the TV and, try to push them. I mean, reality TV is entertainment. So at the end of the day, people are just seeing a segment of what's what. So I think people need to.
Exactly. And they take it to emote. They take it and, it's just, they put their own lives into it and just go with it. Like, I get it. You feel some kind of way. A lot of people have had experiences with cancer, but it's like they act like because, they acted a certain way or people around them acted a certain way, who had terminal illnesses, that these people on TV should. And I don't think that's fair.
Exactly. So that's all I really wanted to say. And we met at her birthday party. We talked for a second, but it was really quick. We met at the house.
What you look like? Let me think.
I'm her designer. I had the black hoodie on.
Graphic designer. Was it the graphic?
I had all black and I had the black hoodie on.
I think I remember, yes. We were standing by the bar.
Yeah, I was by the bar all night.
Yep. All night. Getting drinks. Well, I appreciate your call. And I agree with you. I agree with you. Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Y'all are so funny in these comments. Y'all are hilarious. It is no hookups. It's no hookers. All these people be trying to hook me up online. Why I can't just be the single girl who don't nobody want? That's what everybody keeps saying on the internet. Why? Hey, Brownstone. Anyway, you guys, I just want to come through, talk about the little housewives and stuff. I'm not going to drag this on. I know, look, as far as it's been dry, the show's been, they've been in Tokyo far too long. We trying to wait for them to get back. We need to see what's happened. Why Nene was Zoom. Am I still live? I don't know. But if I'm still live, I'm going to come back a little later and we're going to dive into some other topics. If you haven't already, go to straightfromtheA.com. Read the posts over there. I have a lot of them. I have a whole lot of them. What happened to my chat? I lost the chat, y'all. Y'all see how YouTube be doing me? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Wait. I'm trying to find the chat. I'm not gone yet. Why you do me like that, YouTube? So what I would like to do later, we could probably do open topics or whatever and just talk about randomness. We could talk about I don't want to talk about the Grammys, but we can talk about the Grammys if y'all want to talk about the Grammys. I'm just gonna make it an open post. I know a lot of people got a lot of things on their mind. A lot of people waving a gun at me about something. I don't know, child. Apparently, I can't have an opinion about nothing. Nothing. As soon as I talk about something, somebody gonna get mad. But you know where you at? Hold on. Am I still here? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, thank you so much, BC. I had to pull it up on my thing. Because my thingamabobbit went down. But I'm back. So yeah, I'll come back this time. I ain't lying, C. Patterson. I ain't lying. I want to go eat dinner and, chill out for a minute. You said no Grammys? Okay, it won't be no Grammys. 9, 10, 11. I'm going to come back around 11:30-ish and stay on for like an hour. Yeah, let's just talk about, whatever y'all want to talk about. Even those of you who are in your feelings, if you want to be in your feelings and talk to me about your feelings, I'll listen to your feelings. If you want to talk to me about, I don't know, what you perceive to be my dating life or whatever, we can talk about it if you want to. I'm not going to divulge no secrets or nothing, but we can talk. Let me see. Couples make sacrifices and Nene should have stayed home. I think Brent's baby mama made Nene go to Japan. Child, I don't think she even care about that girl. Rochelle, she don't care about that girl. It's snowing where you at, You said yes to the Grammys. Ugh. I didn't even watch the Grammys, y'all. But yeah, I'm going to come back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Watch the episode if you haven't already. It is on straightfromtheA.com. In addition to several other posts, y'all know T.I. called for a boycott of Gucci. I talked about that on the site. Y'all know we talked about the whole maxi pad and gender neutral bathrooms and all of that jazz. We talked about that on the site and in a video yesterday. That is on the site. There's a lot of people with a lot of opinions. What else did I talk about today? Stevie J and Faith, they want twins. They got 10 children already together, but they want some more. I talked about a whole bunch of things on the site. So go over to Straight from the A. And if you haven't already liked this video, subscribe to this channel, ignore my drone. I don't know what the drone doing right now. What is the drone doing? Saying hell no to the Grammys. Not hell no. Oh, I did. I wrote about J-Lo and the backlash about her and the Motown situation. We can talk about all of that if you want. Or we can talk about whatever. We can talk about generic stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'm about to be out. Bye.